from Detroit, where Curtis Joseph steps on the ice for the Detroit Red Wings to a raucous reception from Wing fans at the Joe. Not so much from Toronto Maple Leaf fans, many of whom have made the journey here to Motown, not to praise Joseph, but to see the Maple Leafs bury him. There are a lot of fans here in blue and white. A terrific playoff-like atmosphere. McGillney, cross-ice feed for Matt Sundin. Ahead he goes for Gary Roberts, breaking in, stopped by Curtis Joseph. And Joseph tested in the first 40 seconds of the game. Plays it there for Lidstrom. Back down to Thomas Holmstrom. For Lidstrom. In behind the goal, Holmstrom centers it. Fixed up by Belfour and Hall.
A lot of teams are going to get drilled by Vancouver.
Kaberle can't keep it in. Here's Fedorov, short-handed with Shanahan. Fedorov breaking in. Takes a shot. It goes just wide. Kuznetsov on his horse. Being watched by Antropov. The Red Wings cleared out, and here they come again. Zetterberg with Hull and Dandenault. Hull across the line. For Dandenault with a shot. Belfour the stop. Rebound! And Belfour's got that too.
And you know what I think Ed's proving more than anything else? He just wasn't a guesser as a goalie. He was just so square to the shooter, and he has been in Toronto.
Here's Hull centering it there. Zetterberg. Belfour down. Zetterberg scores! Henrik Zetterberg with his 13th of the year. If Hull gets an assist on the Zetterberg goal, he should. It'll be his 1300th career point.
No in-zone coverage because of the lost face-off, and a great job of recognizing that by the Detroit Red Wings. Really going after him. Look what Dave Lewis has done now. Now he's got his checkers on the ice.
And here comes Draper ahead for McCarty with a chance. Scores! Darren McCarty!
You never get a chance to credit coaches enough. Right there's coaching 101. Change the matchups all the time and be strong on faceoffs.
Goals 8 seconds apart for the Red Wings in the final 5 minutes of this first period.
They're really going after the Toronto Maple Leafs defense, trying to expose them, and they're doing an excellent job of it.
Domi ahead with it. Looking for Robert Reichel. Here comes Reichel. Still with it, Reichel. Tops it back to the line. Kaberle in front. Reichel takes the shot. Hit the post. Scores! Robert Reichel off the post and in. And Toronto answers back quickly.
And that's exactly what they had to do, and give a lot of credit to the Toronto Maple Leafs and moving the puck around in the offensive zone in a 5-on-5 situation.
All tied up by Larionov. Chelios just left it there. Hoglund in behind the goal. Antropov, wrap around, loose puck. They bang away at it, and Curtis Joseph has it. Chelios banks it off the boards for Larionov. Quick pass up ahead for Draper. Here comes Draper. Centering it there. Loose puck on the side of the goal, and Belfour left the pad behind and made the stop.
And it's a good thing that he did. Darren McCarty jumped on that and just put a little chip shot on goal. Eddie Belfour, very, very smart in goal. Cagey goaltending.
5 seconds to go in the first period. And Pavel Datsyuk steps in for the draw against Matt Sundin. Datsyuk wins it. Hollow shot. Belfour doesn't see it. They score! Belfour bobbles. And Detroit leads 3-1.
Offensive zone face-off orientation. Second time that the offensive guys have gone against the offensive guys. Good right foot movement. There's Brett Hull, a right-hand shot playing on the left wing because the stick's exposed to the inside part of the ice. That is just such creative coaching again by Dave Lewis.
So the Maple Leafs will get their second power play.
It's right in the neutral zone. Yeah, just crossing the blue line right there. Ooh la la.
Brian McCabe leading the rush for Toronto. Sundin gets in behind the Red Wing defense, chips it in front, can't cash on the rebound. Detroit changing penalty killers. Reichel chips it down right onto Joseph, flips his hands over, and backhands that up over the glass and out of play, and that'll be a penalty for delay of game. Kaberle circling back. 25 seconds to go in the first penalty. McGillney drops it off for Kaberle. Cross ice, Svela. Down to Roberts, back to Svela. Cross to Kaberle. Tees it up, down low. Sundin centers it, blocked in front by Lidstrom. Neat play by the fellow Swede. Here's McGillney. Svela, one-timer, takes the shot, scores! Might have been tipped in front, but Toronto's within a goal.
I think number 7, Gary Roberts, gets his stick on this one. It's a great job of orchestrating a 5-on-3 attack by the Toronto Maple Leafs, making sure they get enough bodies to the front of the goal, and they break down the triangle of the Detroit Red Wings. So momentum swings and guys playing hard. Now they got Toronto right back in it.
Antropov steps across the line, sends it right on. Loose puck, Hoglund scores! No, he didn't! How did he miss? That puck must have hit the crossbar. Here's Kaberle, has room, goes down low. Sundin had it hop over his stick. Sundin bumped there by Chelios. Here comes Kaberle. Back down low for Sundin. To Kaberle, patch saved by Joseph. Now Chelios gets a stick on it and fires it down the ice. Yzerman's back on the ice. Sundin cross ice. Fela down low. Broken up neatly by Lidstrom. Yzerman calling for the puck. In a foot race with Kaberle. Here comes Yzerman. Short-handed. Fired it wide and goes hard into the goal. And all eyes on Steve Yzerman as he slowly gets back to his feet after being dragged down by Kaberle. And there's no penalty on the play.
There's a reason why this guy's a champion right there. Fearlessly going to the net, and everybody's got a little knot in their stomach as he does drive wide with speed.
McCabe plays it down there for Antropov. Down low, Renberg. Walking in front, takes the shot. Joseph holds the post and now hangs onto the puck with 45 seconds to go on the penalty. Clean face-off win by Fedorov, but the Maple Leafs able to keep it in. Renberg. Down low, he goes in front to take the shot. Antropov turned away by Joseph. Back come the Red Wings. This is Fedorov with Shanahan, short-handed. Fedorov breaking in, nifty move, gets the shot away. And Belfour clears away the rebound. Wade Belak reaches up, keeps it in for the moment. Draper steps into him. Here come the Red Wings. Zetterberg ahead for Hull. That pass is broken up. Now Berg being harassed by Zetterberg with the steal. Takes the shot and then Belfour makes a great stop. 3-2, the Red Wings lead with 11:59 to go in the second.
Really unselfishly throwing his body right in front of that Brendan Shanahan shot.
And Reichel knocked down Curtis Joseph, and that draws howls from the Detroit bench. And the stands at the Joe. Here comes Woolley across the line. Datsuk, one-timer, just missed the net. Shanahan back to the line. Bikov for Shanahan. Shanahan for Datsuk. Couldn't get the one-timer away. Woolley stopped by Belfour. Great save by the Toronto goaltender. Roberts is back on the ice. And the puck through the middle, intercepted. Here's Datsuk. Down low, Shanahan misfired. Woolley stopped. Irke Lume with another block, looking for a whistle, and he won't get it. Now a second chance, puts his glove on the puck. Crowd hollering for delay of game, and finally the puck played ahead. Bikov pitches up. Furious action here as we pass the midway point in the second period. And McCarty not able to keep it in. Gary Roberts has McCarty spin away from him. Long lead feed for Woolley. Chips it down to the Toronto zone. Here comes Yzerman breaking in. Cross ice pass and score! Henrik Zetterberg! What a feed from Stevie Y!
Second game back for Steve Yzerman. First point in this season for Steve Yzerman. Second goal of the game for Henrik Zetterberg. Steve Yzerman is the ultimate opportunist, and he knows how to pressure defensemen. And he does a great job pressuring the puck carrier. Watch what happens. The puck's chipped in the air. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Jumps on McCabe. Right across to Zetterberg to the back of the goal. That's what the Detroit Red Wings want to do to Toronto.
That's 14 goals on the year. Kaberle across the line for Toronto. Centers it for McGuire. Patch stopped by Joseph. Zetterberg from Yzerman and Woolley at 11:21. Fitzgerald hammers Kuznetsov, who hammers him down. Plays it back there to Wade Belak. Fitzgerald chips it off the boards, but right to Steve Yzerman, or rather to Fedorov, who lost the puck. And here comes Domi. Domi takes the shot. Joseph the save. Gary Roberts flips it down. Roberts has one of the two Toronto goals tonight. Roberts hard into the end boards. High Domi gets dumped hard. And now Domi's down in behind the play. Sundin with a steal. Takes the shot. Stopped the first time. The second time, Joseph sprawls and again turns him away. Joseph gathers back his stick. Furious action behind the play as Draper and Domi were all tied up. And this crowd's really into it tonight. Kaberle, long lead feed, intercepted by Lidstrom. Here comes Draper. Breaking in, takes the shot. Belfour with the stop. Rebound, and Draper flashed on it. Dandenault lost the puck along the wall. Antropov centering pass. Renberg stopped by Joseph. Chelios got in the way of that rolling puck. And it's shipped out by Draper. Steps around the check of McCabe, then gets nailed by Gary Roberts.
Well, that's because of the Domi situation, but that's Chris Draper. He's done such a great job of driving people nuts.
And now we've got some action right in front of the Toronto bench as play continues. Kaberle breaks in. We got a full-scale brawl as McGuire takes the shot. And meanwhile, behind the play, McCabe's in there. McCarty's in there. Roberts is in there. And Draper's in there.
Look at Domi right in there giving it to Draper because he's mad because Draper gave him a clean shot earlier in this period.
Now remember, Chris Draper, it was about 5 feet from there that Draper was knocked headlong into the boards by Claude Lemieux back in the playoff series between Colorado and Detroit. And look at Domi giving it to him. Gary Roberts is hot as well. That's shades of Gary Roberts from about 10 years ago when he had one of the shortest fuses in the NHL. And look at Kelly.
That's why Choice is telling Roberts. Roberts is saying to Choice, that's for what he did to Domi. But you know what? The hit by Gaper on Domi was a clean hit. And people are saying he's the first professional athlete to ever go through this surgery and actually come back and play.
Well, there's no track record. There's no blueprint for someone to recover from this. Here comes Lidstrom across the line. Centers in there. Quick shot stopped by Belfour. 30 seconds to go in the second period. Detroit trying to add to its 4-2 lead. Lidstrom banks it off the boards for Larionov. To Brett Hull. Drops it off for Fedorov. Through the ice they go. Here's Larionov. Right through the middle. Oh, one-timer scores! Brett Hull does it again. The Maple Leaf killer with his 51st career goal against Toronto.
Earlier in this game, the Toronto Maple Leafs did such a great job taking it away from Brett Hull, but look what he does. He moves in. Instead of posting up, he moves into that seam. Igor Larionov, one of the most deft passers in the league. Watch what Hull does. He jumps into the seam rather than standing still.
And the final seconds of the second period, so the Red Wings adding an exclamation point late in the second period, and now Tucker hammers his man down. Maltby at the boards, and that'll draw another crowd. Darren McCarty looking for the loose puck. Kaberle, good job to steer it away from him. Kaberle through the middle of Gary Roberts. Roberts steps across the line, trying to drop it off. It got by Sundin, and here comes Detroit, 3-on-2. Maltby for McCarty. In front for Draper, scores! A beauty for Detroit, and it's 6-2.
Sundin line is -4 going into this sequence. Turnover at the offensive blue line by Toronto. Draper using his speed, going to the net. And that's an awesome finish and a great play by Darren McCarty.
And now a chance in front for Darcy Tucker. He's knocked down by Jason Woolley. Tucker didn't like that. Puck gathered up by Pavel Datsyuk, who banks it off the boards for Zetterberg. And some advice for Nick Antropov. Keep your head in a swivel, son. Here comes Hull in front. Brett Hull breaking in. Can't get a shot away. Rebound. And Zetterberg is turned away looking for the hat trick. Reichel trying to center. Fitzgerald takes a shot. Great stop by Joseph. And the crowd responds to that. Reichel. He's shoved down there as Jason Woolley comes ahead with the puck. Up for Robitaille, who chips it ahead. Here's a chance for a 2-on-1. Yzerman with Holmstrom. Yzerman walks in. Holmstrom, one-timer. Great stop by Belfour. Roberts trying to center it there. Lidstrom broke up that pass. Sundin all tied up by Matthew Dandenault. They both fall. And now Sundin gives Dandenault a hard whack. Puck bounced away from him. Lidstrom gathers it back up. Shot from well out. Just missed the far post. Might have tipped the post on the way by.
How about that Holmstrom? Belak's going to take a penalty on him. Now there we go. Look at this guy.
Holmstrom's all over them, and Wade Belak's going to go off. Detroit running away with it. 6-2.
Eddie Belfour doesn't like the havoc, so he takes a penalty on Holmstrom.
Robitaille has time. Yzerman setting up back door. Woolley takes a shot through traffic, drifts in front, and it's shot just wide in front as Holmstrom was getting demolished there by Brian McCabe.
And that's why they call him the demolition man. He can stand in there and take it.
Holmstrom without the helmet on now. Yzerman back on the point in the power play. Holmstrom, one hand on his stick. Centers a big up, scores! Thomas Holmstrom is causing absolute havoc out there for Detroit.
Nobody in the league does it better than this guy in terms of getting in front of the opposition goaltender, posting up, driving them nuts, forcing defensemen to take penalties.
The 7-game road winning streak will end with a thud, and they're serenading at Belfour here in Detroit. Of course, we'll have all the news and highlights for you on SportsCenter, including the latest news from Ottawa. If you missed it earlier, there's another twist in the sale of the Senators. And Bob McKenzie's been reporting that all night.
Well, we got Darcy.
Oh, I know Darcy Tucker and Jason Woolley. Are you kidding me?
This is not Jason Woolley's thing. I don't know what happened there. That's not Jason's thing, and he's probably split open.
Wow, this could really cause trouble late, because you know what? The Red Wings won't like that one.
No, sir. And you know what? Willie's been a real good acquisition coming over from the Buffalo Sabres, and we'd like to see how that whole thing started, because the whistle had blown. Okay, there's Willie with a slash, so that's not good. Tucker remembers. He's later on in the sequence. He looks at his thumb. He's not feeling good about that. Maybe that's why the right hand comes out rather than the left. And here he comes in, and there's the right hand. And Willie's trying to hold him off, and here it comes.
And Jason Woolley, who was acquired technically on waivers from the Buffalo Sabres. It was a trade, let's be honest. In his 11th year in the NHL, and he's very slow to get to his feet. Shovels it over for Kuznetsov. Yzerman walks out, centers it there, chipped by Holmstrom into the glove of Eddie Belfour.
And Thomas Holmstrom obviously makes the point that all European players aren't soft, because he is clearly hard.
So too are the Detroit Red Wings, points in 8 straight games, 7 wins and an overtime loss. The Maple Leafs road winning streak ends with a thud at 7 as the Red Wings win it by a score of 7-2. More to come after this.